You know what I'm thankful for, Pete? All the people watching and listening. No, not you. All the people watching and listening. Have you even rated us? Because a lot of these people have 143 of them by my count.
I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I'm thinking about it.
Well,
I'm seriously thinking about it.
Let's see how this goes. If you enjoy this episode, you can go and rate it.
Okay.
Welcome to the Dad and Buried podcast. My name is
Hello,
Mike.
everyone.
This is my frenemy, Pete.
Hi.
And a friend. And
Yeah.
a friend would be maybe more...
Confidant.
No, I've literally never told you anything
Cohort?
in confidence.
How about cohort?
Fine. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
This is the Dad and Buried. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you have,
If you're into
welcome
parenting, just
back.
go
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because if you hate parenting,
keep moving on.
this is for
Just
you.
Move on.
Like Bill D'Amica said, he was very excited for our Worst Parenting Chores episode, and we said, listen to every single episode because parenting sucks.
It's like we have a salted earth policy here.
We do.
On Dad and Buried.
Salted earth.
Salted earth, that's what I said.
So this week we're talking about Thanksgiving. And you know what? We're not going to talk about the things we're grateful for when it comes to parenting because that's not what we fucking do. That's not the Dad and Buried brand.
We're going to flip the goddamn script on
Goddamn
Thanksgiving.
right. What's the opposite of Thanksgiving?
Angry giving. Angry taking.
Ungrateful taking.
Yeah. Welcome to the first ungrateful taking. Thank you very much.
Anyway, that was tough.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
Thank you.
But it was a good try.
Nah,
so yeah, I'm Mike from Dad and Buried. You may know me from my enormously popular Instagram channel, or some snarky comments I leave on other people's channels, or Facebook maybe.
Still
Nothing.
no.
You might know
Still
Pete
no.
from nowhere because he hides his life.
Oh, really? Because I
Yeah.
have an email
You
address.
can't. Your life is so shitty you can't even pretend it's good like I do on Instagram.
Ooh. Wow, that was very close to being a burn.
Was it?
Yeah, very close.
No.
Luckily,
Luckily I dodged that bullet.
I just
You
don't
dodged
care.
that
I don't care
burn.
enough. Yeah. I have an email address, everybody. Thank you very much.
What is it?
Don't worry about it.
Exactly. So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, my blog. You're not even looking for Pete, so there's no point in even telling you where you can find him.
Don't worry about it. Yeah.
He's fucking lost.
Yeah.
So this week we're talking about Thanksgiving, and all the stuff that sucks about it, because that's pretty much all we talk about. Things that suck about things.
Yeah, but also
Mostly related to parenting.
Yeah, we mainly related to kids, though.
Sometimes we talk about like movies, and you get angry.
Yeah, and
you
then
don't
sometimes we
understand
talk
my
about
references.
kids, and also
We do talk
I
about our
get
kids and how
angry.
wonderful they are.
But then I get angry.
Yeah, and how much better mine are than yours.
Yeah, that's exactly why I get angry.
So if you have listened before, thank you. If you haven't, hopefully you'll listen again. And if you want to, you can support us by telling your friends and your family
But you have
about
to,
us.
You have to interject in the middle of a story. That's the only way this thing works.
Thanksgiving is the perfect place to do that. When someone is telling some kind of story or talking about politics, you go, hey guys,
When Grandpa
have you heard the Dad and Buried podcast?
is telling a story about how he saved an entire village at one time, and you just go, well, hold on a second.
Snooze fest.
Has anyone heard the Dad and Buried podcast?
Yeah.
Just say it.
The
like
one
this.
about picky eaters.
Yeah,
It'll
picky eaters.
fucking blow your mind.
Don't take your kids to restaurants because they're garbage.
Continue, Grandpa, with your
Yeah,
boring
okay.
Omaha Beach. Who gives a
Yeah.
shit?
Yeah.
So you can spread the word. You can rate us on Spotify and Apple. We could always use more ratings. Leave a review if you want. You can leave comments under specific episodes on YouTube. We reference those at the end of every episode.
Yep.
And you can throw us some cash on Patreon or Anchor or even buy some merch. We are lucky enough to have a handful of people who do support us on Patreon and throw us some money every month.
These are wonderful. This is a wonderful family.
So the single dad tier, Chris Coleman, Miriam, MS Babayan, Check Your Kids at the Door has a funny meme page, M. Cedeno and Mallory McKenzie. Thank you guys. The dad bod tier, Barbara Geiger over in Germany, Morning_Glow, who I believe is Morning Glow JRM on Instagram, Jacques Govar, Andrea Sandoval, Bill D'Amica, brand new. Bill, I got your LinkedIn request. I'm still thinking about it. I'll let you know. Dana Bosday, who went back and listened to every single episode and then determined it was time to join Patreon. She needed to test. She needed to check it out, make sure all 43 episodes were up to snuff, and then she was like, okay.
Not just that, but
Let's
she
keep
had
this going.
to comment on each one.
On every one. She
And,
did.
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
Which we appreciate.
Father figure tier, my old friend Julie McCarthy, Joseph Diachason, also known as Sarge around these parts, Paul Opolsky, who made a joke about the CFL to me recently. Joked because I did a story in which you could hear football in the background. He's like, you must be watching the Grey Cup. You know what I wasn't watching? The Grey Cup. Because I don't care about the CFL.
So Paul Opolsky lives in Canada, and we've mercilessly, or you have mercilessly tortured him about the fact that he's
You know
a
what?
CFL fan.
I love Canada and I love my Canadian friends, and they have a Thanksgiving of their own, which was about a month ago.
Good call. They could have used you.
They could have used me a month ago, but guess what? This is America.
Yeah.
America first.
There we go.
Jennifer Wynn, also on the Father Figure here, who comments via Facebook sometimes. Thank you, Jennifer. World's Greatest Dad tier, Mary Williams and Julie Burton, also known as KSU Julie, who unfortunately was born right around Thanksgiving. So her birthday, much to her chagrin, is dominated by Thanksgiving, and she does not appreciate it.
As is my daughter's, but my daughter appreciates it.
When's her birthday?
27th.
This is the eldest. Same
Yeah.
day as Julie Burton.
Ah,
Look at that. Congratulations,
yay.
Julie, for sharing a birthday with Pete's daughter, who is mergers and acquisitions lawyer.
Yep, that's correct.
And the My New Dad tier, Sarah, Desiree, and Monica.
Can we just give thanks?
We can't.
To
The one
Sarah,
time we're going to
Desiree,
give thanks.
And Monica.
We are grateful for all of you.
We're grateful for
We're grateful
everyone.
for
Thank
every
you.
single one of you.
Thank you.
And we're grateful for everybody who's left a rating. We hope you'll leave some more.
Yeah.
Just think about it.
Just, it's just a new account. Each one is a little different from the last one. You know what I mean? Just create new accounts.
Oh, yeah. Create
and just
dummy
keep it-
accounts. Just do it.
Also, it's called
You
a
got some
server
time to
farm.
kill.
It's a big farm. You just got to get raid servers.
When your
and you got to get a number
in-laws
of devices.
are talking politics and you were like, you need to zone out, just get on your phone and create a bunch of Apple IDs and then fucking rate the shit out of the Dad and Buried podcast.
Just be like, hey, real quick, what's your password? And then just go in.
Yeah, go in.
It's so simple.
So I made that OK Trumper joke. I made an OK Trumper joke somewhere today where I was saying if every time your father-in-law, I trained my toddler to say OK Trumper every time my father-in-law speaks, and somebody said that there was a tweet going around where this dude had changed his Wi-Fi password so that whenever one of his in-laws asked for the Wi-Fi password, it was impeach 45, which I thought was clever. Anyway, we're not big Trump fans around here, but we do love you and Thanksgiving. Although I don't like Thanksgiving as much as most. I'm not going to lie to you.
Where is it rank in your holiday list? How is it
I
compared
don't really
to
like
Halloween?
any holidays.
Halloween,
I don't give a shit about
you
holidays.
absolutely love Halloween.
Do I?
You're the number one
I-
Halloween goon. You are
That's not true.
a fucking just
not
a
true.
monster,
I
and
am
not in a good way.
I
when it comes to
begrudgingly
Halloween.
participate. But I don't know. The holidays,
Valentine's Day, you're a
my
big
problem
Valentine's
with
Day
holidays
guy?
is I get
Disgusting.
hyped up for them and they rarely deliver, which is
What
much
do you
like
mean
my
you get
life.
hyped up?
I don't know. I'll get all excited. Oh, this holiday is going to be fun. And then it's like, oh, it wasn't as fun as I thought it would be.
When you say holiday, name the holidays you're thinking of.
Thanksgiving,
And Christmas.
New Year's Eve.
And New Year's Eve. Yeah, that's a good point. New Year's
Right?
Eve.
New Year's Eve is the
a-
ultimate. You think it's going to be good and it's not good. But by this point in your life, you know that. And you're just like, it's a shit holiday.
But there is a way to don't forget 4th of July.
I don't.
You
That doesn't even
fucking summer,
cross my
you
mind. 4th of July.
summer
I don't even
fucking-
consider it a holiday.
You don't see holidays.
I don't see holidays. I'm very tolerant.
You're just so goddamn
Anyway, we'll
tolerant.
get into a little bit of my Thanksgiving experiences in a few minutes.
Thank God.
Special shout out to our sponsor, Kinder Perfect. It's like Cards Against Humanity for parents. Very fun and funny game that you might want to play if you've had a couple of cocktails on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Perhaps the most popular day of the year for like bars and people come home for the holidays and high schoolers or maybe not high schoolers, but college kids come back. First time they're back, haven't seen their friends in a while. A lot of reunions.
Yep.
Very popular day to go out and get smashed.
All of these people
And play some Kinder Perfect.
Want to play Kinder Perfect? How about just parents who are tired of from the whole year up to Thanksgiving can play Kinder Perfect in front of their kids?
Yeah, and trash them.
And look, when you
mercilessly.
play this game, you have to dead-eye them. You look them straight in the eye and you go, because I wasted my life. And
Is
then
that
you
one of
just-
the answer
yeah,
cards? Because I
I'm-
wasted my life.
I'm sure it is.
I hope so. If not, they better get on there.
Come on.
So yeah, at the end we'll be doing some YouTube comments in our sponsored segment for Kinder Perfect.
Yep.
And we'll be back just after this to talk some shit about Thanksgiving.
Let's do it.
All right, welcome back, guys. We're about to get into Thanksgiving, or what do we call it? Ungrateful getting.
Yeah.
Right? 'Cause that's what it's about.
I completely forgot, actually.
But real quick, we want to let you guys know. So, doing a little bit something different as we approach the end of the year. So, this is our 44th episode. The end of the year will be like our 48th, something like that. So, the one right before or right after New Year's, right? So, we'll record it right before New Year's and it will air right after. And we want to do kind of a end of year in review kind of thing where we don't have a huge production setup where we can necessarily do a ton of clips. But I'm gonna put out a call for you guys to send us emails with favorite moments,
Our
in
production
jokes, episodes.
is amazing.
I know, but it's a lot of work to go through and find
joking.
clips. It's not Howard
right.
Stern, right?
You're right.
So if there's anything memorable that you thought was good or anything you really hate in particular about Pete and his haircut, you can just let us know, and we'll talk about some of the highlights from the first 47 or so episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And also one of our listeners, I think it was Lou Bagels, who was KKW27's husband,
Okay.
Who goes by Doggy in their house.
Oh my God! How the fuck do you know
I
every?
don't know, man. You know what? I care about my fucking listeners.
The amount of information that is in that, like, little underneath that hat of yours with the little tuft
You're
of
impressed. You're impressed.
hair. You look like a believer.
You know what?
That's found the Lord.
Thank you. Well, I don't like that last part. So he suggested we do like I think it was him, a would you rather episode. And I
Okay.
did a tweet about this once where I said, would you rather stick your hand inside a blender or make small talk with other parents at the playground? So
Right.
that's the kind of shit we're looking for.
Fun stuff.
Throw some would you rathers at us and we'll answer those, and we'll do some memories of the first magical year of the Dad and Buried podcast.
That'll be nice.
And we'll make it a little party. We'll make a little party at the end of the year. A little Charlie Day.
You
That was
almost-
more
you-
of a Charlie Day from Always Sunny.
That was?
Yeah, I don't know. It was by accident.
No, you almost
Mallory?
Mallory. Yeah.
All right. So tonight we're talking about Thanksgiving. And before we get into it, what are you doing for Thanksgiving this year, Pete?
I'm going to visit my brother who lives in Connecticut.
You know what's funny? I'm also going to Connecticut. You know what's a lot funny?
What?
There's no fucking chance we're going to cross paths. You won't even invite me to your brother's place.
Like I said, not even a goddamn chance.
You know what? You're invited to mine.
Please, you're not even.
I would love to meet you. There's a bar in Milford we go to, especially on
Milford.
Wednesday night.
First
Let's
of all,
fucking do
Connecticut's
it.
a state.
So
and, like,
I
a
know
state is
where
huge.
I know where your brother
If you-
lives, and I know where Milford is,
What?
and I know the distance.
do?
I know the town.
You track
Greenwich.
it? Oh my.
Correct?
No.
He's part of the 1%.
Westport.
Same fucking difference.
No,
Even
he's part-
closer. Westport
me,
is closer to
1.5.
Milford than Greenwich is. So in
Oh my
your
God, it's
fucking
going the
face.
wrong way.
I was in Westport on Saturday.
Why were you there?
I got off the
Scoping my
exit.
brother's place.
I was looking
Good
for the mailbox
good
that said
vantage points.
Anderson on it. Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to get something to eat, and then I just drove around aimlessly for a while, and then I got back on the highway.
Yeah, well, that sounds like
My father
great
used to have
story.
a law office in Westport.
Well, he, like everyone else who lives in Connecticut, must be a huge dick.
Wow, so you don't like your brother then?
No.
I knew you didn't like me. I don't live in Connecticut.
No,
I'm from it.
Busted. You came
So,
from Connecticut. No, I'm just joking.
You'll be there
However,
for how
it
long,
is
though?
known that most people that live in Connecticut are dicks.
Yes, I agree.
That's a no.
Well, it depends on the part of Connecticut, but yeah, the part that's near New York, 100%. So you'll be there for how long?
I'll be there for at least
Like-
Thanksgiving Day into the night and sleeping over.
Okay, so just
I
like
don't
2
know.
days.
Yeah.
So we go on like Tuesday or Wednesday, and we're there until
What?
like Saturday.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, like we
You
have young
monsters.
kids, and it's my parents, right? So they don't often get to see their grandkids, that kind of thing.
You know,
so.
except for every single weekend in the summer, you forgot that.
Nah,
part.
it's not even close to every single weekend. They don't want us there
It's pretty
a lot of the
yeah,
time,
I
okay?
know,
So we
I
wait for the holidays, and then
know.
we milk it.
I know. And then you just
They're like,
bombard them.
We're like, we don't need it. Like, we don't need this 9-year-old and
Do you-
3-year-old. They're a huge pain in the ass. I'm like,
Let me
yeah,
ask-
no shit. Why do you think we come here?
Do you let them know that you're coming?
No, they still
You
don't
just
know.
show-
Yeah.
You show up. What's up? There's someone banging down the basement again.
Where's the fucking capon? You know what capon is?
No.
It's like another kind of, it's like not a game bird, but another kind. So whenever growing up, we
game
used to have a
bird?
turkey and a capon. It's another kind of bird.
Like I
it's
said,
kind
everyone,
of like a turkey.
assholes come
It's the most
directly
pretentious
as
thing I've
if
ever heard
they're
in my life.
birthed.
I do not. I
Like,
guarantee
"It's another
you.
asshole.
I guarantee you,
Move
your
on."
brother's house is more of a mansion and a better house than
It's
mine.
a big
is.
fuck off house.
Yeah, exactly. So go fuck your brother, Nate. What are you doing on Thanksgiving?
Listen,
Going
we
to
don't
Jersey?
know what's going on Thanksgiving, but maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to Jersey.
So Nate does not have kids. Does your brother has kids? Are you going to see your brother and his kids?
I think so.
Do you sit at the kids' table with your brother's kids?
No.
Are you shamed for not having brought grandchildren into the family?
Not
That's a
really,
yes.
but I do get the question, like, when you having kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Shut up, Mom.
Well, they'll finally
That's-
follow
that's
me home from the
exactly what-
playground.
So you, oh God. So you're driving or training it?
Bus.
Bussing it. Yikes. When? On Wednesday?
Yeah.
Oh my God! You're gonna stuck in
You-
traffic on a bus. I would
This is-
kill myself.
Does the bus leave from Port Authority?
Yeah.
Oh,
my
hallelujah.
God. You
The
know what you can do though?
trifecta.
I have a good idea. Listen to the Dad and Buried podcast on the bus. That's what everyone should be doing right now.
You know what you got to do, Nate? You got to start to form a community and get everyone to start just listening and just rating.
Everybody,
Oh,
form
yeah,
a community on the bus.
yeah,
you have
yeah.
an hour and a
Quickly,
half bus
quickly.
ride. Just form
Hey,
a
everyone.
fucking Lord of the Flies
Yeah, yeah.
situation.
I'll play it on my speaker.
I know
Just
this
grab
is
hold of
unusual.
the conch and be like, "Ooh,
I know
Dad
this
and
is
Buried."
unusual because this is Port Authority, and if anyone talks, it's usually because they're a psycho. But let me
Don't
tell
stab
you
me.
what I have to say, because I'm gonna stab you. See, turn it. You gotta flip the script, Nate.
All
You gotta
right,
flip the
so-
script.
I'm the crazy one.
Years ago, I told you this was going to happen. I created a little chart where I ranked
What?
top holidays. And I put like the top 5 for parents and the top 5 for kids.
All
and you
right.
know what wasn't on the kids' holidays? Thanksgiving. Because kids don't give a shit.
Yeah,
What do they care? They
Nah.
don't care about eating. They don't care about football.
right.
Right?
But
Maybe they want to see like their family
cousins,
and their cousins.
sometimes
I'm
that's
not.
a good
I don't have a
thing.
cousin family. Do you?
I know. Yeah. Yes, I do.
You do?
I do have.
Well, your
cousins.
brothers.
My
I have
brothers
two.
have-
My kids have 2 cousins now. Well, one and a
But
not
they're
yet
so
born
tiny.
one.
They're
Yeah,
like-
they're not real
it's
people
garbage
yet. Yeah.
cousins at
They're
this point.
garbage cousins. So I went to school in Boston, as did you, and I have a lot of friends still in the area, as you don't.
I don't.
And they all grew up with cousins, and like their cousins were like in my life. Like they're so
Right.
close to their cousins that if I was friends with my friends,
Right.
I became friends with their cousins too. Like it's just happened.
I know. And the good news is that all of those friends have gone away and all the cousins have gone
Now it's
away.
just me
It's
and my
just you.
family.
It's just you.
And a gun in my mouth. Wow, shit got dark. What did we say? Said angry getting. We said ungrateful getting.
Ungrateful taking.
All right, so ungrateful
taking
taking. No,
is the
taking,
antithesis
giving, and
of-
getting and taking are the same shit.
All right.
Whatever. All right, so I asked the question basically on my stories, and it was like, are your kids into Thanksgiving? What's your Thanksgiving routine? Bloopity bloop. Right. We'll talk a little bit about
Yeah.
that. So I got some general comments. Amanda Alster said she has a strong-willed, aka stubborn as fuck, 2-year-old and a newborn, and she's dreading Thanksgiving. Like having kids that young, especially if you're like going to hang out with your family and stuff,
Well, it means
can be problematic unless you can pawn the kids off.
But you can't, and you won't be able. So there's 2 types of pawning.
Too much
off.
going
There's
on.
2 types of pawning off. One is I desperately want you to take my kid, and the other one is the kid won't want to go with
right, yeah.
anybody
Well,
else
the
besides
newborn
you.
definitely
Yeah.
will not. Yeah.
Well, not just that, but a 2-year-old can be just as
Believe me, I know.
finicky. You know what
Believe me, I know.
I mean? You know what? I believe you because
The-
you're a
the fucking
believer.
the Bieber jokes
Everyone go
are
to YouTube
flattering.
right
Let's
now.
be honest.
Go
Yeah,
to
look
YouTube
how
right
I
now.
look. I look fucking great. I look
Oh
like $1
my
million.
God.
There's no chance Bieber could grow a beard this fucking
You
lush.
look like $1 million Uzbeki dollars if that was an actual dollar
Wow.
rate.
You know
Because
what?
it's like the exchange rate would be inflated, and then it'd
When we
probably
get
be
it back
like
to
$1.25.
what your daughter was talking about a couple weeks ago, amortization.
Amortization.
Amortization. Yeah, I don't even know how to pronounce it.
She amortized her dessert. That's
Oh,
happened.
God damn it. So Ashley and the Bees says we went to a Friendsgiving and I
Okay.
think my kid ate a whole loaf of pumpkin bread and nothing else. We're gonna get into what kids
That's
do
great,
and don't
though.
eat. That's pretty good. Pumpkin
That's
bread.
pretty good. That seems like a win.
Do you do Friendsgiving
I have done
in the past?
and it's
before
been
you had kids.
absolutely
Yeah, yeah,
wonderful.
yeah. It
That's
is
like
fun.
the best. First
Nate,
of all,
you're nodding your head. It's fun.
Friendsgiving is the best.
It is fun.
Can I? All right. Let me start off. Those of you who do not live in the United States, Thanksgiving is hands down the best holiday in the world, and here's why. Well, can I just say,
Yeah, you can.
non-denominational, has nothing to do with your race or religion or creed or whatever. All it is if you basically live in this country for this period of time, at this period of time, you have to drink and eat as much as you can.
You're forced to. Trump will literally come to your house. I'm
Fuck
not
Trump.
Trump.
Not
Ice.
Trump.
Ice. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
good
misspoke.
call. Good
Thank
call.
you.
Yeah. Nice.
They will. And if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
do
yeah.
not eat turkey, you get deported.
Well, but what have you been? So the reason I like Friendsgiving so much is I've been to my good friend growing up was Colombian. We would do a mix. So what happens is you get the foods of the world. So you definitely have a turkey, and you have some
A
of the.
capon, maybe.
But then no, you don't have that because we're not huge
Did I say
assholes.
capon or coupon?
No one cares.
Remember.
So here's the thing. when you get the different food, like all sorts of like world food happening, that's like
fucking
the best.
goulash.
It's fucking awesome.
Mix it up.
and you're like, what the fuck is this? Where
So-
has this been my whole life? That's the best part about Friendsgiving.
This is a
my
total
experience.
aside, and this is probably the first kind of tangent I've ever gone on.
I want
on this
everyone to
podcast,
have Thanksgiving.
Okay?
I love Thanksgiving.
This is the first tangent I've ever gone on this podcast.
Oh my god.
Friendsgiving just makes me think of the TV show Friends, and there was an episode of the TV show Friends about Thanksgiving, and they play like an impromptu football game.
Yeah, we've all seen it.
It is literally maybe the worst episode of television of all time, right? So they go to like a tiny little park, which is clearly like a sound stage, and it's like no bigger than this room.
Okay, but there are parks that actually look like that, though. I mean, there are
Yes,
tiny
and
fucking
whatever,
parks.
fine. But they play this bullshit version of like a football game, and
Okay,
it's like the
alright,
most
alright.
embarrassing exercise I've ever seen. It's sickening to watch it.
Why? What is?
Did you ever see that Dick Butkus TV show on Saturday mornings where
First of all,
they play
watch your
basketball,
mouth.
but it's the size of the table? Dick Butkus.
What,
You know
what
what I'm talking
happened
about?
to you on Thanksgiving? What happened to you?
Nothing.
Tell me. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Whatever happened to you, it's not your fault.
I don't hate Thanksgiving.
you know
I'm just
what?
disappointed in it.
There's actually a small chance that actually might be your fault.
So madness _ beauty said, like a bad relationship, Thanksgiving starts warm and fuzzy, ends with
Yes, it
screaming,
does.
regret, and a mess.
You know why?
There you go.
Alcohol.
Well, also children.
But please, alcohol.
The
That's
podcast
what's-
is about why children suck.
I
not why
don't care.
alcohol
I'm
sucks.
into alcohol and screaming, and that's where it all leads.
Mother Runner 18 says, now that our kids are young teens, it's great. They clean the table.
There you
There
go,
you go.
Mother
Life hack.
Runner.
Life hack.
Just get 8 teenagers.
And
TaskRabbit.
Sierra.Roxanne says, I don't think it's a kid's holiday, to be honest.
Yeah.
My kids hate the food. They're bored by the parade. They don't watch football.
Way to blow up this whole podcast.
No,
Sierra
but I
Roxanne.
agree with her. But I want to
know,
get into
it was a stupid premise.
one
That,
thing-
like kids don't like Thanksgiving.
You're
it's
right,
not a
but
kid's
parents,
holiday.
but kids aren't listening to this fucking podcast. And if they are, hey kids,
go to bed
thank
and
you.
brush your
and
teeth.
give us a rating.
and brush your teeth and go to bed. So give us a rating, then brush your teeth and go to bed.
So, Sierra Roxanne mentioned the parade, which I think I mentioned in my story, right, where I was asking,
Yeah.
do you guys watch the parade? So my wife, Nick got angry about it. It's impossible to not do it. She grew up watching the parade, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, with her mom every year, and now not only does she like to watch it, she has made me go to it.
Oh my God, dude.
She has made me go to it. I've gone twice.
Okay.
Right?
You have?
I have.
Did you sit? Did you have to sit? Or
so
were you watching
we
or
got
were you
we got
standing?
passes.
Or, oh my
One year we got
God.
passes through her work.
Oh my
Listen
God,
to this.
stop.
Listen to
Stop.
this.
Stop.
How does that work?
Oh, stop.
There's like
stop, stop,
bleachers,
stop.
and if you
Oh
have
my
passes,
God! Don't
right?
talk about
And
it.
you sit like at NBC. There's like a courtyard where they have like the stick grandstand. You know, like any parade. There's
All
like
right,
a grandstand where
let's-
the mayor sits or whatever.
All right, first of all,
Matt Lauer is the mayor in this
Yeah,
grandstand.
yeah. Let's back up 1 second.
Beep, beep.
Yeah. So here's the deal. There is obviously everyone knows the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Obviously, but
On what?
There,
Did you say on Overfer?
obviously,
On
That's it.
NBC.
No one gives a shit about
The
what
Peacock.
network it is. So it goes down Fifth Ave, right in front of Macy's, which is a department store, obviously in New York City. Watch some.
I used to
fucking-
work around
watch
the corner
some
from there.
media and figure that shit
Watch
out.
some media.
Yeah. If you don't know what the fuck it is, so but here's the thing. They set up bleachers and then
Yeah.
they film right in front of it.
It's where they do like the stupid musical numbers
they
that
do-
are painfully lip synced and all this shit.
Everything's upset, but there's bleachers, and people are like, "Oh, that sounds so great," and then we cut to Mike. Tell us about your horror story, because my brother did the same
First
thing.
of all, nobody
I
thinks
know.
it's great.
Oh, you did. Your wife does.
My wife does, sure.
Oh.
But my wife loved the parade growing up. First of all, parades are possibly the dumbest thing in the world. Maybe number one.
Why are they dumb?
They're so fucking dumb.
They're not
Somebody
that dumb.
walking slowly by you? What the fuck?
whatever.
Who cares?
4th
Anyway.
of July parades are great.
Blip, 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 blip.
Yeah, blip, blip.
Anyway, look, so the first year,
Son of
my
a
wife
bitch.
got passes through her job, and we got up at like 5 in the morning because you got to like get in line.
course.
We got to like get in line, and then you get in, blah, blah, blah. So hold on. On the way there, this is unrelated but related. On the way there, we're like running to the subway because we're late. It's like 5:30,
Yeah.
right? We're going to be late. It's 5:30 in the morning. If you've
And
ever
there's
been
no
up at
subway.
5:30 in the
The
morning.
subways don't run at 5:30.
No, we were
probably.
running to the subway. But if you're ever
No, but they
late
run- they
at
run slower.
5:30 in the morning, kill yourself. Something is going wrong. You're like, oh my God, it's 5:30 and I'm late. Come on. So we're running, and literally, this is unbelievable. There's an old man standing on the street.
I
and I'm
hate
going
that
by.
old man.
I'm going by. I'm going
That old
by.
man can go fuck
Listen to
himself.
this. I'm going by.
I'm too transfixed by this old
Listen,
man out at 5:30 in the
He
morning.
asks me
I want him.
if I can walk him across the street. And I said, no, I can't. I'm in a hurry for the fucking parade. And
said no?
I said no. This haunts me.
Fucking asshole.
I know.
Was he like, "Can you hold my dick?" at the same time?
Oh my God.
That's what else is an old man gonna
what
do
are
at
you
5:30?
talking about?
Have you been on the subway or near the subway at 5:30 in the morning?
Buddy,
That's the kind
you
of
are just destroying this
true.
story about how I'm a horrible person and turning it into how you're a horrible person. So thank you for that.
You know what? The real fucking villain is this 90-year-old
So
man
I
who's out in the
didn't.
street
I
at
didn't
night at
help
5:30
him,
in
and
the
I
morning.
literally think about this constantly.
How long ago was this?
It was right after we moved here, so it was like 2009.
This guy's dead.
Excuse me, can you help
Yeah,
me
but
across the
not
street?
because of that. Just
No
through natural
time,
causes.
old man. No time, you
That's
stupid old man.
essentially what happened, and I went
Get the
by. So
fuck
listen
out of
to
my
this.
way.
So
Did
then
you-
we get
Did
there.
you shoulder brush
So
him?
then we
Just
get there and we wait in line, and then it turns out, we were kind of early. Like I could have spared the 3 minutes to help the
well,
dude
that's
across
what
the
I'm saying
street.
is because the
Yeah.
subways don't run every 2 minutes at
I
5:30.
felt
Son of a bitch.
bad in the moment. I feel bad now.
What you should have done is this. You should have yelled to your wife, "Get down to the subway and tell me how much time I have."
How? We didn't even have iPhones.
No, but you yell and she yells up.
Well, we weren't close enough to it. You know what? Why don't you get back to the old man's dick part of the story, you fucking
I just
pervert.
want you to hold my dick across
Anyway.
the street.
Anyway,
What's
so
so
we
wrong
get to
with
the
that?
parade, and you
That's
sit
a
there
mix of a
on
New
an
York
aluminum
accent
bleacher,
and
and
a
you're
Southern
freezing your
accent.
ass off, and you're watching nonsense.
Okay, I talked over that. Hold on. Go back. So here is the iconic Thanksgiving Day thing that you can do in the United
First
States
of all, have you
America.
done it? Do you want to do it?
No,
So stop
because
giving me shit for not liking it. I had up at fucking 5:30 in the morning.
First
It's
of all,
freezing cold.
don't get
you
angry
can't
at
even
me.
drink
I can get angry at
because you
you
have like
because-
sanctioned
no.
tickets.
Yeah, exactly.
You're sitting there on aluminum. You've been up, and then you get to fucking Thanksgiving later in the day, and since you've been up since fucking 5 in the morning, you're too tired to fucking enjoy Thanksgiving.
I know. That's why it's so horrible. We're on literally on the same
All
side.
right, I've done
But
that
you've
twice.
Really fucking blown
I've done
the
it.
story.
I did it a second time.
The point is that here's what happens. This is the most iconic thing you can do in the like. Where do you want to be on like 4th of July? Maybe Statue of Liberty. Cool.
No,
Or-
New Year's Eve with Dick Clark's rocking New Year's Eve.
No, fuck that. Everything about New Year's Eve. But anyway, that's a different story because that's really garbage. Anytime you put yourself in danger in
Thanksgiving
a
parade
mass
is fucking garbage.
Thanksgiving Day, that is that's an iconic Americana thing to do, and to be part of that, you think it's like, wow, what amazing. Here's the problem: it's the equivalent of quicksand. You fucking played yourself because guess
You
what?
played yourself.
Guess what? You're waking up at 5.
Yeah, I didn't, but my wife played
You're
me.
not holding old man's dicks across the street. That's for
Oh
one
my
thing.
God, this
you
fucking
son of a
recurring
bitch.
thing.
Then you get at 6 o'clock. You're up
Yeah.
and you're in cold bleachers and you have
No, you're
your
not even in the
kids,
bleachers yet. You're
and you have
waiting in line. I
kids.
didn't have kids at this point. The second time I went, I had my kid. The second time I went, I had a kid.
You son of a bitch. Well, why don't you revise the story to when you had
I
kids?
didn't. I didn't
Because
say.
that's the
I was just
nightmare
fucking talking about
before Christmas. That is literally the nightmare before Christmas is to get tickets
did
to
it.
the bleachers.
You did it. I appreciate the Nightmare Before Christmas tie-in.
What happens is you can't leave.
So I've had friends who have walked in the parade where they've held balloons. That's
Okay.
supposedly kind of cool. You know what is cool? The Wednesday night before, you can go up to like 77th where they
Yeah,
inflate
you can watch
the
them inflate them.
balloons.
That's cool.
That's actually cool. You bring your kids there. Except even then, you're walking through like a salmon going in the wrong direction. You're
I know.
so many people because people are all looking at the balloons and it's
So-
Manhattan. It's hell on earth.
So just to finish it out, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. You're with your kids. You're sitting on a bleacher. When does it end? It's like
like
midday.
11. Yeah.
So you're literally there for
And then-
6 hours on a bleacher with the kids. Oh, but don't worry, because of security reasons.
Hold on.
You just fucking get to it,
Hold on.
you old
the
man.
one year,
Come on,
the
you
one
can't
year
do
I
it.
brought my kid, we were going to
You
Connecticut.
can't go to
Listen
the
to this.
bathroom.
We
You have to, there's people like
Listen
it's like
to me.
a fucking.
We're going
like,
to Connecticut, so
you're
we bring
pissing your own
luggage. I
pants.
bring luggage, and then I have to like find there's places that will like hold your luggage for like those few hours.
right.
Some weird fucking store where
Yeah.
you ditch your luggage.
Oh,
and then-
yeah.
like
Yeah.
you get that luggage back. It's
It's
not
been
the same.
gone through.
It's gone through some stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then you get on the
This
fucking
wasn't wet.
train.
Yeah.
You get on the Metro North. You have an hour and a half, 2 hours. Oh, it's just a nightmare. Anyway, every year now.
You took the train
She
to
wanted to go this year.
Connecticut?
She wanted to
You
go
took the train to
afterwards. Yeah, afterwards.
God
Both times.
Damn everybody.
So she wants to do that again this year. That luckily we weren't able to get passes.
Oh, that's a shame.
But she will get up early and watch it. And just watching it is excruciatingly boring.
So this is
Al
the one
Roker.
time where you
National treasure, Al Roker.
Going to watch something is so much worse than actually.
That's not the one time. There's a lot of situations.
Is it?
Yeah,
Like
a
what?
lot of times like going to football games a lot of times is
Football
not
games
as good.
It's tailgating, and then just you should leave. After
Yeah,
tailgating
yes.
and go watch
Some sporting
it.
events are cool, like the Vantage Point. It's still cool, like the Vantage Point for football and stuff. But whatever, yeah. It's not as comfortable as like being at home in your PJs with a fucking six-packy.
Yeah. No,
Anyway.
because you've worked out so much.
I did ask if people watch the parade, so yeah, I've earned it. Millie Bosch 84 says my boys love the food and watching the parade. Don't believe it.
No kids table.
Kids table didn't really come up a lot. When I was a kid, I was at the kids table.
And when did that stop, Mike? When did that
Still
stop?
happening, hopefully. Just it's a table for one, and I'm at it.
When
No
did
one
the
else
lamb
is there.
stop screaming, Mike?
Yeah, Clarice. Wendy Joy said, my kids are interested in moments of the parade, but not much.
Yeah.
Annie T44, they love the parade. I don't buy it. Parades are such junk. Nate loves parades.
That's kind of okay.
Secretly loves parades.
Yeah, but you're not going to watch the whole thing. You watch about 8 minutes of it. and who
Noco
gives a
Mom
shit?
says, we always record the parade and watch it, but my kids usually just end up running around and playing and only
Yeah.
watching the parts with
They're
the balloons.
3
What
and
other parts
6.
are there? There's just all marching bands.
No.
There's the marching band from Muskogee. Is that a place? Wisconsin.
I just said a bunch of words.
Muscogee's not from Utah. There's no fucking chance. God, I hope
It
I'm
doesn't
wrong. I hope
matter.
I'm not wrong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of angry
Cheyenne,
Muscovy.
Wyoming.
The point being is that, honestly,
The point
it's,
being.
I think
It's
the rest
boring.
of Muskogee, Utah.
it's boring.
Google it.
So you-
It's super boring.
You turn it on, and here's what you get. A little dopamine shot, because you're like, oh, it's Thanksgiving tight, and you're like, ooh, everybody
but then you're like,
watch.
it's 9,
And
and like,
then
can I start
3
drinking yet?
minutes,
Or I gotta
3
wait.
minutes in, you're like, all right, let's turn this off.
Yeah.
Who wants to play Xbox?
No, or you put on.
Oh, it's
No.
Oklahoma.
See, he was fucking wrong as
Okie
shit.
from Muskogee.
There you go.
It's
Not a Ute.
Oklahoma.
Not a Ute from Butte.
Okay, no one knows what to stop.
Okay,
There's a
so
Utah street in Muskogee.
you're embarrassing yourself, Nate.
I know.
Let's be honest.
All right, so who's all right?
So we get into cooking, right? So do you do any cooking on Thanksgiving?
I don't
'Cause it's women's work.
Well, quite frankly, it's skilled laborers' work. Let's put it that way. It's not always. It's not the women. You son of a.
Well,
bitch.
it's funny because
Goddamn son of a bitch.
Carolina Maria Gonzalez
It's the
Villar
wor-
says, I'm guilted into helping my mom make dinner. She's like, I don't cook, and she's a trained chef. Like, in order to do Thanksgiving dinner, you need to have experience having done Thanksgiving dinner before,
Yes,
right?
and you need to know what you're doing, and certainly that's part of what it is. One person doesn't cook everything. One person does one thing. My brother,
People
think,
will bring
I think
dishes.
My brother actually does the turkey, and when I say does the turkey, quote unquote,
He bangs the shit out of it like
he
American
just
Pie.
fucking rubs it with butter, and then just like a little massage.
okay.
and just
Slow
like,
down.
oh my
When does the
God.
old man's dick come into play?
When he's trying to cross the street.
How old is your brother?
He's 94, and he
So
tries
Holly
he
Joe
likes to cross the street. He's constantly. He just
94.
stands at the edge of the road.
He's still there.
shaking.
Look, I'm not proud of it, guys.
Someone help me.
Holly Joe Silva, my son helps, in quotation marks, me cook. No football. He eats chicken nuggets and refuses to sit at the table. I love it. What an
Yeah.
amazing encapsulation. He eats chicken nuggets on Thanksgiving and then refuses to sit at the table.
and he runs around.
Rayo Kate, who I said I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm making
Sounds
chicken
pretty good.
fingers and mashed potatoes and drinking wine. The end.
Perfect.
So that's kind of a low-key way to cook.
You know what? It's weird if you put them all together, though.
Just
which
like
it
in a
sounds-
blender?
Yeah, it sounds like what's happening with Ray OK.
Liz B NYC, local girl, says, "Don't bother to make turkey. Just get a mac and cheese cup ready." We're gonna get into
That's
what kids
actually
eat
a
and
good
don't
idea.
eat. I don't cook anything ever. I can do chili, and really that's basically it. Chicken nachos. I don't even think that counts as cooking.
Chicken nachos. Is the chicken
I cook.
cooked?
No, I cook the chicken,
All right.
and I arrange the nachos, and then I sprinkle everything all over it, and then I,
Everything is cheese. Say
Everything.
cheese. Say the word cheese. That's all it is. It's chicken, cheese, and nachos. Just 3 ingredients.
now I
and
want
then there's
nachos.
a microwave.
Now I want nachos. No, I don't use the microwave. I use the oven.
You snobby asshole.
Yeah, I'm the snobby one. Meryl529 says she hates Thanksgiving. You make a huge dinner and they eat nothing but a roll. And this is the challenge, right? Because it's a huge undertaking to make Thanksgiving dinner. Like the hours of preparation, people come over with other dishes, all of this shit.
But are we care? Do we care about the kids on Thanksgiving? That's
No,
the
I don't
question.
think so.
I don't think
I don't
we
care
do.
about my kids ever.
Yeah.
Right? So
well, we got that from your Instagram account.
yes,
that
thank you.
That you
Verified.
started. Yeah.
Verified. That I started.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Out of
Okay.
out of just a pure desire to be known.
My
by
first
people.
image was like an image of like an onions dispenser at like a baseball game. It was before I hit the
onion?
meme thing.
What?
I don't know. I'll show it to you later.
All right. That doesn't make any sense.
Scroll all the way back.
I don't want to. So the thing is when you have kids for Thanksgiving, usually they're occupied. The key is to occupy them with other kids. And actually,
Well, we
who
don't have
cares?
any.
But who cares if they eat or if they don't eat?
Yeah, no.
Because the whole point is, so eat a fucking bag of goldfish.
How did you not say dicks?
I wanted to. God damn it!
Or
I wanted
fingers.
To. I really had to.
How early do you guys eat?
We eat early.
Like 3.
Yeah, we do.
3:30?
We do 3. My daughter.
Every holiday, that's how we eat at my house. Eat
My-
like Christmas, like 3:34 maybe.
Yeah, we do early too. My daughter has to get back, so she's in. If anyone's in the New York City
she's the
metro
Nutcracker,
area, she's
yeah.
in the Nutcracker on
That's a nice excuse.
Lincoln Center.
You drive though,
I drive them there, but they take the train back.
and you stay.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God! Can I come to your house?
No, Mike.
Your brother's house?
No.
Look,
no,
will he
no,
forgive
no,
me
no,
for
no.
leaving him on the street corner?
Oh, he will, but only if you.
Okay. Ease up. So, getting into eating, XXKD36XX says she spends 2 days cooking and baking for the little only for the little beast to declare he hates turkey and mashed potatoes.
But hold on a
good,
second.
good. Because turkey and mashed potatoes aren't a big part of Thanksgiving, you fucking jerk. I was being sarcastic.
I know, but I was about to say, are you really cooking for this? Like, this is
No,
this is
yeah,
a
right,
time
right.
where
This
it's
is
like,
your point.
go fucking.
Well, maybe
care.
it's just her and her son, and she's like, I'm spending 2 days cooking for my 3-year-old,
You know what?
and then he doesn't eat the fucking the turkey thigh.
You know what you did? You turned it sad.
I did. I
You
flipped
turned
the
it
script.
real sad.
Gorilla Rose, which is gorilla_RO2E, says, I always cook way too much awesome food, and the kids always hate nearly everything. The mashed potatoes are usually a win, though.
Yeah, mashed potatoes are great. What's not to like about mashed potatoes?
My oldest brother thinks mashed potatoes are a waste of a potato.
He
I
should
think
go
he's a waste
straight-
of a brother.
He should go straight to hell.
It's fucking. We will
should
talk
go
about it again
straight
this year, and I will mock
to
him for it.
hell.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
What are you talking? Mashed
I don't
potato
know.
is
You
the,
can even have
is
it with
the
this
perfect form of
he
potato.
likes skin, but you can have the skin in it.
He likes skin.
Yeah, the
Just
potato
walk an
skin.
old man across the street. God damn it!
What does that mean?
I don't know.
V Adam SV or Vadam SV says kids eat mashed potatoes and chips and dip, then only dessert. Now look, chips and dip, the crudité, literally my favorite part of almost any situation.
The food,
Fucking chips
Okay,
and
first
some
of all,
French onion
my
dip or some
sister-
celery and some bell pepper into the fucking dippy.
Those are all just vegetables.
Yeah.
Nothing you said was even
I said chips
remotely
first.
entertaining.
What the fuck are you talking about? It's crudité.
You're just like,
What's that interesting?
oh, I could have a cauliflower. I could have some
Fuck
broccoli.
cauliflower.
You're just naming vegetables. Here's what you need.
What do you mean? I like to dip shit into other shit.
I know because you're
I'm an
a
American.
You're a dipshit.
Look at you.
Fucking wake
Shut
up,
up,
from
man.
in the ICU after that burn. So here's the deal. My wife. Actually, you know what's even worse is I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say my brother's wife is British, and she's so lovely. And we
more of the British lies.
First of all, she lives in Westport, so you have to. First of all, the British are reinvading the United States
Oh, is
through
that what's
Westport.
happening?
Yeah, that's right. They're all British there. Anyway, sauce. 2 words. Well, 1 word maybe. I don't know. Sausage rolls.
It's 2 words.
Oh
you
my
dipshit.
God!
How
It's
do you
not.
not know if
Because
that's
you're like
one word
because
or
you're
2?
like I want sausage rolls. I want sausage rolls. Because when you say sausage rolls, these sausage rolls are so fucking good. All you want to do, I don't even eat turkey. I can't wait for sausage rolls. Oh
So
my God!
we have those
I'm
breads, like broccoli bread
I
and
can't
sausage
wait for
rolls and
sausage
stuff.
rolls.
My aunt Carol
Susie,
usually
I can't
brings
wait.
those over.
Is that the same
Noko
thing-
mom, huh?
Is that the same thing as pigs in a blanket?
No,
You know what it is?
no.
It's a way higher
It's like
elevated.
a loaf of bread with
No.
sausage embedded in it.
What are you talking about?
Sausage, like a sausage roll or like a broccoli bread.
Okay,
Or
here's what I want
pepperoni
you to do.
bread.
Stop talking right now. I'm going to answer Nate's question. Sausage rolls are similar to pigs in a blanket, which is like the most disgusting. It's like a bastardization of what a sausage roll is. Sausage roll is like a sausage in like a croissant, like a phyllo pastry.
Croissant. Yeah, right.
Oh my god, it is so fucking good. And a pig in a blanket is like sticking a dick into a tennis ball and
You're
then baking it.
a real pervert. Anyway, so I'm talking about more like stuffed
It's
breads.
gross. Anyway,
which are
pigs
better
in a blanket
than
are
what he's
gross.
talking about.
Sausage roll is great, but you're talking about some,
Stuffed bread with like pepperoni or like
that's
broccoli.
such an Italian thing, though.
Yeah, well, I'm
you're
Italian.
Like a pizza joint.
I'm Italian.
You're talking about a calzone. That's like a calzone.
No, it's not
up
a
in
fucking
here.
calzone. There's no cheese. Noko Mom says, I don't know what makes them want to... Noko Mom says, I don't know what makes them not want to eat the Thanksgiving meal, but as long as there are rolls and cranberry, they'll eat something. So rolls are a recurring theme
Yeah.
here. What's not a recurring theme is the cranberry. Can I tell you the truth? I've never once tasted the fucking cranberry at Thanksgiving or anywhere else.
Great.
What are you talking about?
I've never tasted it. I'm not fucking interested.
You haven't
I don't want
tasted
fruit.
a forkful
I don't
of
want
jelly.
fruit to be anywhere near my meal.
Okay, here's Mike 4 seconds ago. Broccoli.
Those are
Carrots.
vegetables.
Oh, yeah,
You fucking genius.
such a
Sausage
fucking-
rolls is
anything
two words,
with- anything
and
with a
broccoli and
seed?
carrots are
You don't
vegetables.
like anything
No,
with a
that's not what I
seed?
said.
You
I don't
stupid-
want fruit with my meat.
Oh my
I don't
God.
want fruit-based desserts.
It's so weird why you're
Fruit's
not
a
invited
separate
places.
fucking thing. Oh yeah, because of all the fucking fruit fanatics. It's not about not liking fruit. It's about not wanting
liking
fruit
you.
combinations with things that aren't fruit.
I see what you're talking about, but cranberry sauce is a
I've heard it from
What
a
a-
can or homemade.
You heard it.
I've heard it. I have heard it,
about
and
the
I
can?
have
So-
rejected it.
So the big tradition is even though
the
now
big tradition.
Well, now that cranberry sauce is a huge tradition. Now that there's gourmet cranberry sauce, which is like actual
Maybe
cranberries.
in Westport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the canned still reigns supreme. Like
People
you
do
have
prefer
to
the can,
show
yeah,
up
yeah.
with a can, and it's like gelatinous goo that comes out in one, and then it's like a loaf, and you just slice
Yeah,
it up.
that's
And by
not
the way,
appealing.
it's fucking great.
I don't like cranberry.
It's all good.
Unless I gotta fucking
Everything
go
about it is
pee
fucking
real
great.
quick. I'll drink some cram juice.
Wow, you got UTIs
It's
up in there?
diuretic. No, I do. Maybe I do. Maybe I do. Emily Smith says, and she said this on Facebook, my kids don't eat shit on the holidays. A roll and a bite of meat and maybe some olives.
Wow, Emily Smith, let them have some food for God's sakes.
She
Jesus.
throws that into their cell. Julie Martin mom says the kids never liked the food. I know I didn't. So she admits when she was a kid, she didn't like Thanksgiving food either. It's not exactly kid food.
You know what I had to
except for
do?
maybe mashies.
My mom, who is from German ancestry, right, would make boiled onions.
Yeah, you mentioned the boiled shit last
It
week.
was-
It's so gross.
It was so fucking disgusting to wake up, and this is one of those like kind of post like adult like things where you're like,
Adult.
why the fuck did that happen for
Right.
so long?
You
why
blocked
did
it
I
out and then
yeah
you were-
why did I have to wake up every Thanksgiving and Christmas to the smell of like what is essentially
onions.
it smells like taint. Like it was gross.
So I don't want to get into your taint comment.
Maybe that explains why I like taint so much.
Bridget227, not from the sitcom, I don't think, said, why don't they put gravy on fucking anything? Gravy is God. I think some kids just think that like, just they reject like the look of things or like it seems weird,
yes.
right?
You know
Even
who
if
loves
it's
gravy?
Delicious.
My middle, and I love that she loves gravy.
Dana Bosday, new patron, says, my kids hate all Thanksgiving food except rolls. They will eat rolls all day. LBJ Holt says, mine will eat a dozen rolls and maybe some mac and cheese. K. Beth Met says they don't eat shit except dessert, and then they whine about being hungry after the food is put away.
You know what? That's severe. You know what? Get a cage and put him in it after that point.
Bale Hay says, my kid will eat some turkey and 35 rolls. He'll gag just looking at everyone else's vegetables. Shamarette says there's literally no traditional Thanksgiving food they like. I'll be adding mac and cheese to the menu.
Wow.
You
A
just
lot
end
of
up
mac and
giving them
cheese.
the same shit you end up giving them
Right,
every day
right,
just
right,
to get them to eat something.
Yeah.
Becky 4005 says, my kids need chicken because they all hate turkey. Why don't you just say this is chicken?
But do your kids? So we have a big enough crew where we actually do a kids table. So there's enough
We
cousins.
did when I went to my aunt's when I was a kid, but
There's
right now we don't.
So there's enough cousins, and the cool thing is when you get enough cousins together who are older, like 10, 11, down to 5.
You
or
can form
less.
like a doo-wop group.
Not where I was going.
Von
But maybe.
Traps.
But what you can do is have a governess, and that's taking
No,
your
you mean
joke.
a nanny?
No, I'm joking. The point is that the older kids will shame, will be like, come on, eat your turkey or whatever it might be, and your kid who just said, I don't want to ever eat
Don't
turkey.
Don't be a wuss. I'm cool, man. Don't you want to be cool and eat some
the
turkey,
next thing you know,
turkey coming out the ass.
That happened it's happened a few times. It's amazing. So the kids table is not necessarily a bad thing.
McNulty25 says the key to surviving Thanksgiving is remembering a bag of frozen chicken nuggets
or a bag of fingers.
It's a nice throwback to episode 20.
It's a callback.
McNulty25, I like the name, unless your name's actually McNulty. But if it's not, I appreciate the Wire reference. Wendy Joy says, my 2.5-year-old won't eat anything, but my 1-year-old will eat it all. And I think that's funny because when your 1-year-old first starts to eat, they don't discriminate, right? They're just like, whatever, I'll just put it in my mouth.
Mushy. Yeah, it's lovely.
It is lovely. Ali Frazier 921 says, I don't think most kids even register Thanksgiving as a holiday other than as a day off, which may be true. Or visiting family, which we're about to get into. She said, last Thanksgiving, my daughter ate watermelon and vanilla Oreos.
Tight.
She said, you may remember her from the Picky Eaters episode. I wonder if she was the one who ate air sandwiches. I don't remember. I didn't go back and check.
Can I just say one thing about Thanksgiving that we do need to address?
What's that?
Is yams and why they're so prevalent. Can we just get that shit the fuck out of here?
So there was a thread on Twitter going around, was like, give me your controversial food opinion. I want to hear it. And somebody said sweet potato fries are a lie.
They are so
And
gross.
I was like, fuck sweet potato fries. They're junk. They're not even fries. Don't push that shit on me. Get your yams out of my face. Yeah, I'm not in any of that.
First of all, the reason I'm tearing up is because I agree with you.
Thank you.
I have
I'm
no idea
for you and I agreeing about sweet potato fries.
Can we just talk about the mashed sweet potatoes?
No, thank
that
you.
My uncle
I don't want
brings?
to talk about it. Are they orange?
They're so orange. They're bright orange.
They put marshmallows on the. Oh my god!
It looks like
Nate loves it.
It looks like 1950s, like a cookbook from 1950. And you're like, where's the Jello pudding with a fucking with a ham in it, with ham pieces in it?
Oh god.
Well, dude, this is the same school of thought that brought us marshmallow and mashed sweet potatoes. Essentially, sweet potatoes are very good for you, but they are gross.
Don't call them fries.
Don't call them fries.
Just call them sweet potato slivers or
just call
some
them gross, soggy, pale imitations of what a good fry
pale
could
imitations. Aren't fries paler than orange?
Well, no, they're soggy, but fries get really crisp and nice because
but you said
beautiful.
Pale. So family was the next segment. So my peanut adventure says my kids love Thanksgiving because they love seeing their aunts, uncles, grandparents, and cousins.
We don't know.
Maybe I don't have that cousin thing happening. Maybe it is just one. Kara Shepman says my kids play with their cousins while I gorge myself. M. Plahuda 0614 says friends and family can entertain the kids so I can have a break.
Yes.
This is key, right? So
this is it, man.
It's a little bit different now. So now that my brother has a toddler and a newborn on the way who is coming very soon.
You'll see the toddler will be in the mix and your boys will be running around.
But it used to be like my kids were like, oh, they're the only grandkids. Right. So all the other people wanted to entertain them and stuff, and I could go do what I was doing, which is sleep.
But this is better. This is better because the sooner that the kids can start playing together, the better.
Well, my toddler and my brother's toddler might play together. My 9-year-old will probably just be playing on his iPad.
Tight.
Oz Brooks Monica, maybe that means something about Australia. AUS Brooks Monica says my 5-year-old favorite part is everyone being here. He's not going to eat, but he likes the hullabaloo and all the people being around. And I don't know if there's cousins involved, but I think that is kind of exciting. The holidays are exciting for that kind of thing. Cat Fuji 213 says having to coordinate going to 2 families sucks.
Divorced.
Driving back and forth. Not even necessarily that, but maybe 2 sets of in-laws or whatever.
I didn't get to finish my thought. Divorce? No, that's no. But if your in-laws live near, oh my God, I haven't even thought of that. If your parents and your in-laws live in the same town,
you can't even sit down and drink because you know you got to leave and drive somewhere else.
Holy shit! That just ruined Thanksgiving.
So Mama Llama says last year she recited the Pledge of Allegiance instead of saying grace, which there's not really that much of a difference these days with the way that the church and state is being eroded. Let's be honest. She said she's not allowed to say grace this year. But my question is, do you go around, like, did you do that thing where, like, everyone say what they're grateful for or thankful for? You do that?
Yeah. I think that's good.
Is it like pulling teeth to get your kids to say something?
No, because they know what it is it's
what
like,
it is.
It's pulling teeth to get them to stop
Talking?
They just can't. And then, because they're feeding off the audience. And someone,
well, this is your
they said,
kids. Yeah.
I want world peace. And people are like, oh. And they're like, and I also want a Bakugan. You know, they'll just keep going with just random things. Like, and I want my sisters and my brother. And like,
to be happy.
Yeah.
Shut up,
and then
kids.
just like, honestly, we're fucking hungry over here.
So after the dinner and after the cooking and after the cleaning, hopefully, and after all the interaction with family is the relaxing time.
The relaxing time is the time that you get when you turn your back on your family
children
for 1 second, and you just close your eyes and you're like, it'll all soon be over.
Well, so I asked about, are you able to relax? And Lara Fofara, perhaps,
okay,
said, can you sit on your ass any day of the week with kids? No, not on Thanksgiving either, which is true. It's really hard to relax, especially if like you're at somebody else's house with your kids. Maybe they're family, but you're still kind of nervous.
Well,
your kids are making a ruckus.
Can I? Well, here's what I'll say. The food cookers are obviously
the food cookers.
Yeah, they are the high. They hold the high position.
Yes. They must be protected.
They must be protected at all costs. But guess what? They know that.
Yeah.
They know that they're going to be protected.
Get these kids out of here.
Yeah, what are they doing?
Why are you sitting on your ass watching football?
Yeah, exactly. But the turkey has another 18 hours to go. I know, but I'm having a wine, 2 wines. This is okay, whatever. It's a lot of wines. We need more
7
wine.
wines.
Who can get me more wine? And the point is I think there's a lot of strategy that's involved in Thanksgiving. And if you're a food,
I know you love this, the exchange rate, the double standards.
If you're a food preparer, which is one of the best things you can be, which is to make
the best thing you can be is the couch sitter watching football.
That's a misnomer, and that's a false prophecy right there. Because guess what? The couch sitter, they're going to be doing cleanup.
Yeah,
they're on any this garbage has to go out. Where's the garbage?
Fine.
Downstairs, around the corner.
Look, not everybody lives in fucking upstairs, downstairs in Downton Abbey like your fucking brother.
You know what? Exactly, because you know why? He got rid of all of them.
All the servants?
Finally.
M. Gibbon 5 says, just another day off to entertain my 2 boys who are 3 and 5. No sitting and relaxing. Shaderlin says having to go to 2 Thanksgivings and no naps. That's what we're saying. You got to travel. You can't nap. Megan B0823 says 0 sitting, getting up a trillion times trying to convince kids to eat something other than rolls.
Megan B.O., can I ask you to maybe just think about that handle?
It's not Megan B.O., it's Megan B0.
I know, but that's what
Becky
I thought
4005 says, my hubs gets to sit and watch football while I race around like a crazy person. I can't eat the food when it's hot, and then I spend 2 hours doing dishes. Happy Thanksgiving. She gets
Hold on a second.
Does it all. Your husband needs to get off his ass.
What the fuck, dude?
A Terrence 88 says, I just want to get wasted on Thanksgiving, but the kids won't let me. Story of my life, my man.
You gotta get
my woman.
You got to get more kids. That's the key. It's almost like what is it? Like it's like tape, and you just got to get more kids. The more kids, the more they pack up, the more they take care of themselves, and they don't care. And the only time you care, you're gonna hear screaming. But the only time it matters is if they're like bloodied, like if they're just crawling their way towards you, and you're like, "Hey, what's up? What's the matter?"
So, we're about to get to my favorite comment, but before that, the Vadim SV says it's time for them. When it's time for them to go to bed, I'm buzzed up and pissed off because they won't just fall asleep, the damn bastards. And I was into it, and then she said, "Just let me sit by the fire pit alone with my White Claw." And I'm kind of like, "You lost me with a White Claw, but the fire pit is fine." But that's the thing, like. A lot of times, like, the kids won't eat the food, and you try to give them what they want, and then you're trying to relax at the end of the night, and they're like, I'm hungry. And you got to deal with that. And then you also have to go through the same bullshit bedtime routine where you're trying to get them to go to bed. They're probably amped up because they've been playing with their friends or their cousins all day. And at the end of the night, if you're not buzzed yet, you're trying to finally get a buzz on. And that's the biggest pain in the ass to try to get your kids to bed then. Like, the one time maybe you can relax is difficult. But if you're trying to do it to get a White Claw, maybe you need it. Maybe you should be spending more time with your kids.
But also, maybe you should put them in a cage and just, like, throw food at them like some of our other comments.
Raising llama corns. Listen to this Thanksgiving routine. We sit on our asses and eat nachos with Netflix going all day.
Oh my God,
Why do we even bother cooking
we
an elaborate meal?
found Thanksgiving level 9,000.
I will eat nachos all fucking day. Watch some Netflix. I'll watch Dark. Cue it up. Watch it all in a row.
But subtitled or dubbed?
If you do dubs, you're dead to me.
It
It
came
violates
on
the
as
integrity
dubbed.
of the,
It came
so
on
you
as dubbed.
fucking change it. I came
I'm
out
not
a
gonna
dub for me
fucking-
too, and then there were
No.
20 seconds of the dubbing. You're like, this is a fucking travesty. It's unwatchable.
The first 20 seconds, there was a sex scene that I was confused.
Is that
I didn't
true?
know. Yeah, I think so. The
20
first episode.
because the
yeah.
guy having the affair,
yeah.
Ulrich. Fucking
All
great
right.
show.
It turns into like the
It
storyline gets
it really
stupid.
goes crazy.
It
Yeah,
gets
the second
stupid.
season goes
He's
crazy.
a stupid idiot. I hate it.
So we would be remiss if we didn't acknowledge some of our European fans and listeners.
How about international?
And our not just
Please.
European,
My
internationals
God.
who don't celebrate Thanksgiving, and our Canadian friends who already
We have people listening
celebrated their
from-
illegitimate Thanksgiving, which is 1,000% meaningless.
Do you
It
know?
happens in October. It has something to do with First Nations. Nobody cares, Canada.
Do you know? I didn't know that there was a Canadian Thanksgiving until 2 years
Nate
ago.
didn't like it.
2 years ago is the first time I
I
was
have a
aware
good friend from Canada,
of a
and I've
Thanksgiving.
had
2 years
Thanksgiving
ago.
with them. I've had Canadian Thanksgiving with them, and they've celebrated American Thanksgiving with us.
Was it as gross as it sounds?
No, it's just normal food.
They just don't. They do turkey.
I don't know that they do specific foods. I don't know. If you're Canadian, and I know you are, Paula Polsky and a bunch of other people,
What
do
do
you
you
guys
do?
have traditional foods for your Thanksgiving?
Yeah, they
Is it
must.
turkey? Is it capon? Coupon? I can't fucking remember.
Coupon.
It can't be coupon.
Let's have a couple.
It's a
coupons
roasted
up in here, you
coupon.
son of a-
Anyway,
Capon?
so
First of all,
ADEAUST.
is this like an endangered species that no longer
No,
walks?
my
the
dad
earth?
goes out
Yeah,
and
yeah.
murders. ADEAUST makes a good point. She says another reason to love Canada is all these holidays are more spread out. So it's like running the holiday gauntlet in the United States, right?
Right,
So if you
'cause
haven't
it
seen your
quicks.
family in a
Goes
while,
quick.
you're seeing them Thanksgiving, then odds are you're seeing them a month later for Christmas.
Right.
And if that was like 3-6 months apart,
Well, it's quick though. Thanksgiving and Christmas comes like that.
yeah, sure, but that's the point, right? If there was more spread out,
What's
it
the
would be
point?
like it would be more meaningful to see family you don't often see. But look, to me, that's Jesus' fault. Dude, maybe don't do the cesarean next time and let it happen on its own, maybe in February.
What does that mean?
I'm just saying Jesus was born too soon.
You son of a bitch! Just don't talk.
It didn't
about my
make
Lord and
sense.
Savior.
We're offending a lot of people. You're talking about old man's dicks.
Helping
T-Fox
them
81 says, we don't have Thanksgiving in Belgium, but have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thank you, T-Fox.
All right, here's what I would like to know. What's a good national holiday that's non-denominational, but also so Thanksgiving is very it doesn't matter if you're
New Year's Eve
from
a
somewhere else.
national holiday?
Yeah. So New Year's Eve is not a
New Year's Eve is worldwide.
Is worldwide, and that's not a bad example, but it's like something that's maybe just
prestige worldwide.
or just how about have a good time day where all you do
yeah, I think that's called
is just-
Saturday.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
think
the
so.
day?
I think it's fucking worldwide Saturdays.
I imagine you with your shirt off, just with your fist
Wow.
pumping, just pumping.
You
your
imagine
fist.
me with my shirt off? Am I helping an old man cross the street, you pervert?
Yes, you are. Hold on, let me just quickly sketch it really quick for you.
So
Look at this.
Crochet Zombie Design says, we've already had
Oh.
Thanksgiving and it was a shit show. I'm assuming she's Canadian.
Yeah.
The kids all bitched that they didn't want anything that was made. Sounds correct. They wanted spaghetti. 9 kids wanted spaghetti or hot dogs. 3 kids wanted hot dogs or cereal. 2 kids wanted cereal. Why are there so many kids around? That's, by my count, that's 14 children.
And there must be 25 adults.
There must be.
There must be.
Every single time we go to
Or
my
there
family,
must be 2 very exhausted.
I'll do this again this year. So it became a
Sets
thing.
of
Every time we
parents.
go to my family, one of our good family friends always hosts tons of people. And it always comes up where my mom will be like, I don't know how they do it. All these people, Josephine, she's having 40 people. I don't know how they do it. There's a tent. So
Why
now
does
every
your
year
mom
I
talk like
go and I say, Mom, I ask her just to get her going.
Right.
Like, how many people is Josephine having this year? Oh my God! It's that's my Thanksgiving
Put the
tradition.
phone down.
Exactly.
Ah,
Exactly.
you really
How many-
trigger.
I don't know how she's doing it. It's
So
a fun
not only
story.
do you take your internet troll from the internet,
I
you
bring
just
it out in
bring
real
it
life.
IRL.
No, you know what? It was in real life first, and then I brought it to the internet.
You brought your IRL trolling to the internet.
IRL with Carson Daly.
Tight. All right.
So one last PSA from KSU Julie, who we mentioned earlier. She says, don't have sex on Valentine's Day because then your kids are going to have a Thanksgiving fucking birthday and it sucks.
Why
Is
would
it
anyone,
worse than a
why would
Christmas
anyone
birthday?
have sex on
I
Thanksgiving?
don't know. Not on Thanksgiving. No one's having sex on Thanksgiving. Can we be honest?
on Valentine's Day.
And maybe in the morning. But then you're not getting the turkey inside soon enough. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody knows.
Anyway, but so your daughter has a Thanksgiving birthday. Does she get pissed off? Does she have to like share her birthday with like turkey sacrifice or some shit?
Celebrate with family and friends and celebrating in school and everyone's celebrating
never-
all the
so
time.
my
I have a
brother-
summer birthday, motherfucker.
my
Guess
brother-
what? No one's celebrating that shit.
My brother's second daughter
Son of
is
a
due
bitch.
very soon, and he's very nervous about the kid maybe being born before Thanksgiving or right around
Yes,
Thanksgiving.
he should be.
Why?
Here's what you do. Go, dear brother. Holy shit, what are you going to do if your kid's born on Christmas? What the fuck, dude?
I don't know, man. That kind
And
of
then
shit.
just stoke
it's,
it.
It's just a,
And
and it's
then
a
at
concern you
Thanksgiving-
have before the kid's born, and then they're born. You're like, oh, okay.
I'm saying
It
make
is what it
Thanksgiving
is.
fun. Stoke the fucking fire.
All right,
goddamn.
so we're gonna get to our dumb comments, our listeners' reactions to our
Dumb
dumb
comments.
insights, but we got to play a quick
Dumb.
round of Kinder Perfect, who sponsored this segment.
Oh, yes.
So we're gonna get into our listeners' reactions to our dumb insights, which is the segment sponsored by Kinder Perfect.
All right, here we go. So
All right,
here's
so
the main card.
All I want for Christmas, holiday theme. Thank you, Nate. All I want for Christmas is a day without blank. Nate is the chooser here. All right, what do we got here? I'm gonna read mine and say and read them. All right. So all I want for Christmas is a day without the cost of college in 2030. Not bad. The count of three. Crap. The daily power struggle. The dreams your mother gave up to have you. The emptiness where parental love should be. The eternal question why, or the fallout of the first crush. I think I'm going to go with all I want for Christmas is a day without the eternal question why, because I don't even know how to answer my goddamn toddler's constant whys. Like, what time is it? 10. Why? I don't know, man. The rotation of the sun. I can't explain that one. What are your options, bitch?
I'm going with the brilliant idea to buy white carpet. That's
all
it.
I want for Christmas is a
It's a
day
brilliant
without the brilliant idea to buy. So
That's
every
all-
day
that's
you have
actually-
the brilliant idea to buy. This doesn't make sense.
I know none of them really actually
All right, Mike wins.
work.
I win as fucking usual.
All right, let's get the
So the
goddamn
comments.
comments.
So Joseph Sarge Dietitian said, "Can we get a clip of the refusal to eat topic? My wife needs to hear how fucking insane I go about this shit. I constantly worry about my son, the jackhammer. I like how he's nicknamed his son. You need to do that to your
Close.
kids. And he only wants to
By
eat
the way, it's
snacks,
very
candy,
close.
and fucking snack. Oh, you're right.
To the
He's
hammer.
copping my hammer nickname, Sarge.
He took it and he jacked it.
Whoa, well, you know what? He took it and he made it his own. He made it his own.
Fucking
Said his
Nate's
son, the
loving this over
jackhammer,
here.
only wants to eat snacks, candy, and fucking snacks. Yeah. I don't know. Mine kids do too, and it irritates me, and I try to stop them, but at the same time, they're not going to die. They might have a bunch of cavities and some intestinal
but you don't
issues.
you love vegetables, but you don't.
I don't love vegetables.
You were just doing the whole
I like
dip
crudité.
with
I
the
like raw
fucking crudité.
vegetables.
Okay,
and
yeah.
dip.
So do raw
I'll
vegetables.
fucking take if you shit in my hand and there was some French
don't-
onion dip, I'd eat it. I love some dip.
I don't even know how to respond. That was the grossest thing I've ever
It
heard
wasn't as
anyone
gross as the
say.
old man dick thing that you came
No,
up with
that
out
was
of nowhere.
genius. And quite frankly, we should all be looking for that person out there.
Okay, he should. Well, he died a long time ago. Probably got hit by a car that day. Let's be honest.
Or he fulfilled his entire dreams and then just passed away peacefully
All right.
in his bed.
Jesse T said we were talking about worst parenting chores, and she just went trying to spend time with them. I know it sounds awful for me to say that, but it's like they know when you are actually trying and they instantly want to ruin it. Everyday life, they act normal. When I make an extra effort to do something fun with them, they act like Caillou. Don't get me fucking started on mealtime, aka when you make
good.
them what they want and they don't eat it anyway. Jesse T, we got you started. We talked a lot about mealtime in the
Yeah.
last episode. The next week, is it next week we're doing the rest of the parenting chores?
I think so. Yeah,
think
yeah.
so.
So we're doing part 2 of chores. If you,
We get
if
into
you're
a lot of that
following.
shit. And Bill Domica really appreciated the shout out we gave him, and he loved the episode last week. So much so that he friended me on LinkedIn.
Tight.
Again, I'll let you know on that, Bill.
Can I just say that the previous comment, there is something to, I have myself, my son and my daughter watching or playing together quietly in their room. I've like stumbled upon them, and instead of like being like, hey, what's going on, I'll just take 2 seconds to be like, they're not talking to me. And this is wonderful.
You're right. This is amazing.
This is actually
This is the dream.
maybe what it's all about. I don't know because I'm too scared. My adrenaline's, my heart rate is at 190
Yeah.
right now because I'm terrified one of them is going to turn around. But both of them are talking to each other quietly, facing away from me, and they're not asking me any questions. God, I'm so happy I had
What
kids.
a heartwarming way to end our Thanksgiving podcast. Something Pete is actually truly thankful for
Yeah.
about parenting.
And listen, if anyone sees an old man and wants to have them cross the street, just remember, grab him by the neck.
You ruined it. You ruined it.
You know what?
It's a
called
fucking gift. It's a goddamn gift.
It's called what do we call it?
Angry getting?
Angry getting.
Angry taking?
Angry taking.
Ungrateful taking?
Ungrateful
It
taking.
just rolls off the tongue is what it does. Thank you for listening this week. We are grateful for you.
We are so grateful.
So thankful.
Thank you.
So grateful. We wish we could repay you.
Yeah. This is nice. This
We do
feels
repay
good.
you with our fucking this hardcore entertainment that we give you every week.
Hardcore. Yeah, it is hardcore.
Well, maybe the
There's
200th episode.
there's
When
a
we
lot
get
of-
200 reviews, maybe we'll do a little hardcore action.
What does that mean?
You don't want to
Wrap
know.
it
You know what? Here's
Wrap it.
all right. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Interrupt people's conversation. Remember, interrupt your conversations to
Say okay Trumper,
okay,
okay
Trumper,
Boomer.
okay Boomer, and have you rate a Dead and Buried podcast?
Yeah,
and what
please.
is a podcast? Say, don't worry about it. Can I see
Just
your phone? And can I rate?
exactly. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks, guys.
We'll catch you with some leftovers.
Next time. Bye.
I don't know why you would still be watching this isn't a Marvel movie, no matter how much I look like Paul Rudd, which you can deny it all you want. It's there. In the eyes, I think. I'm young looking like him. If you enjoyed the podcast, which you obviously did or you wouldn't be listening still, sign up on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you want to listen to. Comment here on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit that like button. We want to hear from you. Comments, questions, dirty jokes, money. All the money you can give us. We'd love it all. Catch you next time.